ready for this?
I am. This is much needed.
I'm so glad you came. All right. And I'm going to show my Care by Design bottle. Which, of course, is not going to work because that's how this works right now. Okay. So you said you played basketball today?
Yeah, we play basketball in Glendale. Play once a week.
Do you play with the Comedy Store people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the worst?
Who is the worst? I don't know. They talk shit like I'm the worst. But, I just don't want to show nobody up.
Who's the best?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Now, how long have you been playing? How long have you been a door guy?
I've been a door guy, I think 3 months now.
Okay. Oh, wait. I guess I should have you introduce yourself.
Yeah. My name is Darius Bennet.
And he saved my ass today because I had 2 cancellations. So, ta-da.
Yeah.
So he's going to get it. Oh, I was going to say an extra special, but never mind.
Extra special.
John's going to come give you a hand job, too.
I'm going to pass on the jobby job.
So where did you start comedy?
I started in Detroit, Michigan. That's where I'm from.
How long did it take for you to get out here?
Too long.
Okay.
Too long, yeah. I came in the middle of the night. I had a movie premiere, and the premiere, I didn't like it. And then I was seeing this lady. She didn't like what was going on either. She walked out of the movie premiere. And so I went to the airport that night.
Okay.
Yeah. I went home. I grabbed a toothbrush. And then I was nervous, so I grabbed the Bible too. And then I went to the airport. I said, yo, how much for a ticket to L.A. right now? And then I've been here ever since.
Now, were you like a class clown in school?
Yeah, I was a class clown. Always wanted to be funny.
When did you realize you were funny?
Very early.
Yeah.
I think I realized I was funny when I was maybe 5 or 6. So I would sneak and watch rated R movies. I was funny. Stay up real late, watch Comic View on BET.
Sounds like my 8-year-old right now.
Oh, yeah?
He watches Kill Tony, and I'm like, oh, okay.
He watched Kill Tony. Yeah, Kill Tony worse than BET.
Oh, it's bad.
Shit.
Like, and there's times, like, I'll see comics doing shit, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to explain that when I get home. And then he found out that, like, I think when they go on the road, there's a couple places that aren't, like, 18 or 21 and older. Because they've had a couple, like, 16-year-olds on. Oh. And so he's like, Mom, I want to go. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh, shit.
All right. You realize you're going to get taken away from me and Dad, right? And he's like, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
He's like, it'll be cool.
I'll send you a postcard.
Right? My foster family, they're going to love me more. Okay. Now, the movie premiere, were you in it, or?
Yeah, I was one of the lead characters.
What?
Yeah, it was, we put a lot of blood, sweat, tears into it, and it just didn't work out. It was going to be a good movie, really good. It's independently shot. It was kind of like a mix between the 2 movies, The Hangover and Friday.
So it wasn't porn?
It was so much pornographic shit in that movie. I had to get naked. I had to wear a G-string.
Did you own the
The G-string?
Uh-huh.
No, they bought it.
Did you get to keep it?
No. I didn't want to keep it.
So there's a used G-string floating around somewhere?
Yep. It was an elephant tusk with a squeaky button at the end of it. Squeak, squeak.
Did you squeak it, or did somebody?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just squeak it.
You miss it, don't you?
No, I only wore it once. Yeah, it was hard for me to put on.
What's the silliest thing you've ever done?
Oh, shit. The silliest thing I ever done, I was in a fight with this chick, and she embarrassed me. She tried to embarrass me in front of my neighbors. I don't really get embarrassed. So, just to make things even, I I rode the elevator down with her, and I stripped naked, and I grabbed my bike, and I went out the apartment naked and rode my bike, and started screaming down the street. Woo! Yeah!
You didn't get in trouble?
No, this is like 3 a.m. Yeah, nobody was awake.
Did you stand up? You couldn't have sat down.
Yeah, I sat down.
Did you have to like rearrange your balls?
Oh, it's kind of like riding with shorts on. I was fucking wasted. I was drunk. Darius, get in the house. What are you doing?
Were you just riding up and down the street?
Yeah, I didn't stay outside too long. They're like, shut. Somebody was awake. They yelled from their apartment, shut the fuck up. So you shut up. Then we had a security guy who was outside our apartments. He was like, Darius, what are you doing? I was like, Darius, come here. I'm like, come here. I'm naked. I'm not about to. What you
don't want me to come here.
Yeah.
That's funny because all the security guards are like, tackle him. Nah.
Shit.
Nah.
Yeah, just let him go. That's Darius.
Throw that elephant G-string at him first.
And then word got out in the morning. I went to go get my mail. I said, well, I heard you had a good night last night.
Did she break up with you right after?
Yeah.
So are you in a relationship now?
I am not in a relationship anymore.
Oh my God, I bet all the girls hit on you, huh?
A few of them hit on me.
Bullshit.
A few of them. I wouldn't say all of them.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
Yeah. I don't read between the lines like well enough like I should.
I don't think they have lines here in LA. The only lines here are the Coke lines.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're very direct with what they want nowadays.
They're very direct.
Especially out here. When I first moved out here, I got hit on so much. I wasn't used to it. I'm like, oh, shit.
Because I have women hitting on my 19-year-old, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, ooh. It's not worth it, believe me.
And it's like we switch roles. They hit on us. I don't really hit on women that much anymore.
No?
No. I got nervous from all like the time's up and Me Too situations. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just let you make the first move, lady. If not, I guess we'll just be friends. I go home, massage myself.
Give myself a self-massage.
Give myself a self-massage. Mm-hmm.
So have you been anywhere else, or you just did Detroit and then LA?
Detroit and LA. I traveled to different places, but these are only 2 cities where I actually live.
Now, did you travel to do comedy?
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to do comedy? Don't say here.
Don't say LA?
Don't say here.
If not Detroit or LA, it has to be in New York.
Oh, you've done... Okay, I haven't been to New York yet.
No, I've done a few clubs. I haven't done the Big Carolines yet, but I've done a few. Yeah, New York is very raw.
Yes, I've heard.
Yeah, the grind is real. You can do so many clubs in one night.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, you get really good too.
Because, like, there's times I'm like, oh, I'm going to hit 4 open mics.
Mm-hmm.
And the traffic and the fact that you're sitting there waiting for your damn name to get pulled out of a bucket, you're like, all right, I'm going to hit 1 open mic.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I had to get used to that, being out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, waiting to get your name pulled out the bucket. So I started doing slotted mics.
Yes, I like slotted mics.
Yeah. People don't like to pay to go up, but it's kind of the same. You know, you pay for a 1 item minimum.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're not even sure if you're going up.
Yeah.
Versus the slotted. You know when you're going up.
Well, the thing about me is I have a job. Like, I'm old enough. I'm old. So I have a job. So I'm like, I can pay $3 if it gets me the fuck out of here faster.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know some of these kids are living in their cars and
That's true.
they can't, like, I'll buy food and just leave it on the table because I know they're starving.
Yeah.
Poor little puppies.
Yeah, it's hard out here. I didn't know how expensive it was. I didn't know what to expect when I moved out here.
So you just, did you get a place? Like, how did that happen? If you just landed here?
Yeah, I just landed here and I was here.
And then where'd you go from there?
I have a cousin who stays out here.
Okay.
And then I had a few homies out here. So I stayed with my cousin as much as I could without annoying her. And then my buddy Ron Taylor, he had a place.
Ron Taylor.
Yeah, he let me stay at his spot. And he was staying in his van at one point.
Uh-huh.
So he let me stay in his van.
Fucking Ron.
Yeah. And then I just started meeting people, like at restaurants and bars, hang out.
Okay.
And then crash their house. And
that's where the good looks come in handy. You're like, hey, bitch, what kind of bed do you have? How many pillows do you have on your bed?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, they want to see what you got to offer. So, like, if you don't have money and you got to have some game. So, they use my words.
There you go.
And I guess my looks was a plus, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
So I had to rely on my wit.
Wit's sexy, though.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah.
I think so. Like, when somebody can come back at you,
Mm-hmm.
like, I have a hard time with people who just can't keep up with the conversation. You're like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Which is really hard because of what I do. People, like, lose their train of thought. I'm like, come on, we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
I told myself that, too, before I came in here. Like, just stay focused.
Well, that's one of the main reasons people will turn this podcast down, because they're like, I don't want to talk during a massage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what if I give you two? Like, what if we do the podcast and then later I give you a real one?
They say yes to that?
Some of them say yes. Some of them are like Punky. She's like, I don't want to talk during a massage. And I'm like, I'll give you two. Just get on it. She's like, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Nah, this is good. It's hard for me to talk, but I'm pushing through.
You're doing good.
There you go.
So how did you get hired here? Who got you in here?
Well, I was on Friends and Family. So the Adam, he really enjoyed me. My comedy, it seemed like. And he asked me one day if I want to work here.
Nice.
And I said I would have to think about it.
Did you really? You played hard to get?
I wasn't sure if I really wanted to work here.
Why not?
I don't know.
The politics?
Maybe.
Okay.
I just didn't want to work. I didn't want a job. I just wanted to just go on the road.
Okay.
Stay on the road, And if I had a job, I want to work like on a TV show or something like that.
Okay.
So I gave it some thought for like a week and then told him, yeah. He's like, all right. And then it was like another 6-month process.
But they're pretty good, like, letting you guys go, right? Like,
yeah. See, I didn't know that at first. But, the Comedy Store knows that everybody's a comedian.
Right.
And it's not our last stop. We all want to make it and
we
go get some actual money out there.
Wait, what? You can make money off of comedy?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, I list, like, everybody's like, what are you? And I'm like, well, I'm a massage therapist first, an author second, and a comedian third, because that's where I make my money.
Yeah.
Like, I make most of it in massage, some of it in writing, and then none of it in comedy.
Yeah, the comedy money's there. You just got to get on the road.
Yeah.
It's hard to make money in comedy in LA, though.
Yes. And I mean, I'll get there. I just need my kids to grow up.
Yeah. That's a lot of comedians.
I'm like, just fucking grow up, but don't grow. And then you don't want them to grow up either. You're like, fucking stay small, but grow up too.
Yeah. It'd be easier if they were like dogs or something. You could take your dog with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Jim Gaffigan, he took his 50 million kids on the road.
Jeez.
They put them in a fucking RV. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's just like those parents who freaking homeschool their kids. I'm like,
Yeah.
One of us would not survive. Do you want kids?
Yeah, I want a lot of kids.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Why? I mean, okay.
I don't know. I always wanted a big family.
Are you from a big family?
Yeah. Yeah, I have about 11 brothers and sisters.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's 12 of us total. My mom has 2 kids, and my dad has 11 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you close to all of them?
I try to be, but we're not that close.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Pop's a Rolling Stone. He was out here slanging dang-a-lang. Yeah. Apple don't fall too far from the tree is what they say.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying because my husband was a whore when he was younger.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When John meet?
Well, see, John was a whore in the same city we still live in.
Okay.
So he didn't leave.
Oh, shit.
So we'll be in Target and I'll hear John Barnett? And I'm like, she knows what your dick looks like, doesn't she? It was a long time ago, Joy. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Or there's been times massaging people and they're like, oh, you're married. Who are you married to? And I'm like, deep breath. John Barnett. She's like, God, that name sounds familiar. I'm like, he's fucked you too. All right.
Damn.
All right. You couldn't go out of the city limits. Just had to stay in and do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a wild boy too.
Not anymore?
Not as much, no.
Are you retiring?
Yeah. Once I moved out here, it kind of opened my eyes. You know, I was always into partying and going to chase women and stuff back at home. And I got out here and I was just so close to these people who you see on TV. It was surreal at first, but then once you bump shoulders and shake hands with these folks, it's you're pretty close to where you want to go. So just take it more seriously.
Right.
And you're on your way if you focus.
Now, where do you want to go? What's the end game?
I want to sell out arenas. I want to win an Oscar.
Okay.
An Oscar for best actor in feature film. That is my dream.
That's a good dream.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Yeah, feed my family off of entertainment. Besides selling my body.
See, we could collaborate, and then you could just get one of my books on screen.
Yeah.
See, we could fucking do that, because that's mine. I would love to see my books on the big screen.
On the big screen?
That'd fucking be cool.
Yeah, that would be. Everybody is buy a book then.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun. I have fans, which are really weird. I have people who have stuff tattooed on their body from shit that I've wrote.
That's dope.
Whoa.
Yeah. They would send that to you? Send you pictures?
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Because I have a fake band called the Jackholes.
Mm-hmm.
And people have Jackholes tattoos. And it's so fucking crazy to me.
What was your reaction the first time you saw one?
Okay, well, the first tattoo... the first book I wrote is 100... Well, it's not the first book. The first book I wrote was a lesbian erotic romance under a different name. But we don't talk about that one.
Okay.
But the first one I wrote under my name is 147,000 words long. That's a lot of words.
How many words?
147,000.
Jeez.
And this girl, who I love, she's like, Joy, I'm getting a tattoo of one of your quotes on my wrist. And I was like, oh, cool, which one? She's like, it's going to be a surprise. I'm like, okay. So she sends me a picture, and on her wrist, it says, you licked me, Kill. Because the name of the guy is Killian, and they call him Kill in the band.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, out of 147,000 words, that's what you got.
Wow.
And she was like, it was the funniest scene, because he's fighting with this girl, and she licks his nose, and he falls off the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And he pops up, and he's like, you licked me. And she's like, I laughed so hard that I wanted it tattooed on my body, so every time I look at it, it makes me giggle.
Damn.
And I'm
Did you cry?
No, I was kind of appalled. Holy shit, you're gonna want to get that covered later. You're going to regret that later.
How old was the lady?
She's, I think, in her 30s. I don't think she's young. She's not old though. Telling you, when she's 46, that's gonna turn into flowers.
Yeah.
But the Jack Holes ones, those ones like kind of made me cry because I was like, holy shit, like somebody has my fake band on their body.
They love you.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 years since the next books should have come out.
Mm-hmm.
I did an author signing on Saturday, and I got yelled at a lot. Like, where's the next book? And I'm like, trying to do other stuff too.
Yeah, you got your fans itching, fiending.
I'm like, man, if I didn't have to work massage and I could just write and do comedy, my life would fucking be perfect.
What would you rather do? Writing or comedy?
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
They're both so... Because they're kind of the same. Like, when I write, I put my humor in it. Like, my favorite thing is when people call and they're like, oh my God, that made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But I also love being on stage and getting that reaction.
That right away reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That instant gratification of, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, it feels so good.
I mean, when they don't laugh, that fucking hurts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the worst bomb? Have you ever had like a horrible bomb?
Yeah. I was drunk on stage.
Oh shit.
Yep. And I couldn't finish a sentence.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I kept repeating myself. Like, they say I'm an alcoholic. Yeah. So they say I'm an alcoholic. So here's this is the story.
Right.
So we had a show, and it was like an hour away. And once we get there, they tell us like, hey, just be semi-clean. You can say hell or damn or whatever. And I wasn't expecting to have to be clean because I was drinking all day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard for me to be clean when I'm drunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard for anybody to be clean when they're drunk.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm drunk. I don't know how to be clean right now. So I couldn't get my thoughts together. Couldn't think of my jokes without using profanity.
Right.
So I just kept saying, they say I'm an alcoholic. They say I'm an alcoholic. Then my buddy had to come on stage and grab the mic. Say, give it up for Darius. He's drunk.
We think he's an alcoholic.
So I went outside and I tried to sober up. I dove face first into the snow, thinking that would sober me up. And it did for like 20 minutes. And then they gave me another chance. I went back up there. And I think I did a C+ job.
Okay.
Yeah, I was still kind of fucked up. I think that was the worst bomb I ever had.
The worst bomb I ever had was the first time I got called up on Kill Tony.
Damn.
It fucking hurt so bad. Because it was when I first started out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like, I got this shit. And then I got up there and I was like, I don't got this shit at all. And it was in front of Frank Castillo when he just won Roast Battle,
mm-hmm.
and Mike Lawrence. And they fucking gave me a new asshole. They're like, here, that one that you have does not work, so we're going to give you a new one.
Damn.
Oh, they fucking tore me up. It was so... And I'm like, thousands of people are watching this. All right. This is fun.
How did you feel afterwards?
The only saving grace is Pat Reagan was talking shit to me, and I kind of bounced back at him, and the audience laughed, and I was like, where the fuck were you guys like 2 minutes ago?
Yeah.
And Tony's like, you know what? I'm going to let you get off on a laugh. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go hang myself now. Goodbye.
Damn, he said that. That must have been rough.
Yeah. He's like, you got to laugh. I'm going to let you go. And I'm like, all right. Thank you, sir. And that was before, like, anybody knew me. It was when I was first kind of starting to hang out here. So,
Mm-hmm.
it was bad. But, yeah, I'm like, all right, this is in front of a bunch of people. And then everybody's like, did you get up on Kill Tony? I'm all, nope, I did not. Your shoulders are really tight.
Right.
And you only play basketball. What else do you do besides basketball?
Work out.
Okay.
Lift weights.
What do you lift?
Fucking everything. How much do I lift? I don't know.
The heaviest I've ever deadlifted was 208, and I was very proud of myself.
Good for you.
I only did it once. Got it off the ground, and I'm like, I did it. And then I set it down, and then I went home and cried. Because I work out with my niece. She's a personal trainer, and she lives like right up the driveway from us.
Mm-hmm.
And she kicks my ass. And basically, she's in college, so our deal is she writes her essays, and then she sends them to me, and I polish them and make them like a couple pages longer, and then she makes me work out with her.
So you work out with your niece, and in return you write her essays. That's nice.
Because, I mean, it's fine, like when she just has it all written out, and I just have to
edit.
Plump it up.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I got this shit. I got words for days.
Just proofread it a little bit.
Proofread it, add some stuff, make it sound prettier.
That's dope.
So, yeah, we're going to get our bachelor's in next year. So,
That's nice.
I'm like, yeah, this is my college too, so let's do it.
She going for creative writing or what?
She is going for kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
Yeah, because she's a personal trainer and she has like all of her certificates, but she wants to be able to like work in a gym and basically own her own gym.
That makes sense.
So
good for her.
She's like, these classes are so easy because she knows the movements and everything already. She's like, it's just the fucking essays, and I'm like, oh, the essays are easy.
Well, she's just going for that certificate.
Yep. Going for that college loan debt.
Yep.
Gotta get that. So what did you do after high school?
After high school, I went to community college for 6 years.
What were you studying?
Performing arts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't decide if I wanted to do, besides performing arts, if I was going to be an architect or a psychologist.
Psychologists are fucking crazy, by the way.
Yes, they are very crazy.
God damn.
People call me that all the time.
Me too. My husband, like every day.
Yeah. I like to play mind games, get into people's head.
What's the worst mind game you've ever played?
Shit. I don't know.
You're playing one with me right now, aren't you?
No, I haven't started yet.
Just realized I haven't used my elbow yet. So.
Yeah, I'm too distracted. I'm not going to fuck with you. I don't know. I think the worst mind game I ever played was a love. Pretending like I love someone.
That's not nice.
No, it's not.
That's really not nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that with my kids. No, I'm kidding.
I was a kid when that happened.
No, we've all done stupid shit when we were kids. What's the dumbest shit you did when you were a kid? And I don't mean like 8. Like, I mean like teens. Because I can tell you mine.
Yeah, it's the dumbest shit I did as a kid. Nothing really stands out because everything I did was stupid.
Anything regrettable that you're like, why the fuck did I do that?
As a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was 17.
Okay.
And was at this girl's house. And well, before I went over there, I was in class, and she had texted me, and she said, "Hey, you should skip last hour and come over to my house because my friend is over here, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a threesome."
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. And so I went over there, and they were over there. They was having a good time. They weren't drinking anything. They was just chilling, laughing. And then I forgot I didn't take a shower that day, so I got nervous. I'm like, damn, man, my nuts stink. So, instead of staying, I told one of the girls once the other one went to the bathroom, like, I gotta go to football practice, which was true, but I was gonna skip that too. And so I went downstairs, and then I heard the door open. She came out the bathroom and said, "Where's Darius?" And the other chick was like, "Yeah, he left." And she was like, "He did what? He left? Why did he leave?" And the girl was like, "I don't know. I guess football or something." And then I continued to walk out the house. And, yeah, that's probably the shit I regret the most.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I
Oh my
finally
God.
had one, like 10 years later.
I had to write one
Yeah.
because I ghostwrite too. And I was like, there's so many fucking legs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept saying it. And John's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm all, there's so many legs. There are 6 legs, John. And he was like, only you, Joy.
Yeah.
Only you would be focused on the legs.
On
I'm all,
the
well, I have to
legs.
put them somewhere.
There's so many legs.
And the author's all, you really focused on the legs. And I'm all, well, there was a lot of them.
So what do you mean you had to write a threesome?
Because I ghostwrite.
Yeah.
So people are like, hey, I need blah, 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 blah. And I write a book for them. And it was 2 brothers and a chick.
Mm-hmm.
And because they were brothers, I wanted to make sure their dicks didn't touch.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I was like, my Google search is way worse than John's ever will be.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm all positions in a threesome where the dicks don't touch. And I, like, so, yeah. Because they were brothers. Like,
Yeah.
Would you have a threesome with your brother?
That's not a threesome. That's a train.
Okay.
Yes, I've ran a train before.
With your brother?
Yeah, he's like my brother. Yeah, we were neighbors, friends since we were like little kids. Yeah.
Did your dicks touch?
Hell no. That's what you do. You can make sure you don't look each other in the eyes.
Okay.
You don't. The subject is the lady. Yeah. The subject is the lady.
Is there like an egg timer when you're all ding? Okay, go to the next part.
No, not really. It's just like a switch. You know, like we about to switch, and then she turns around, and then switch positions.
Oh, that's so much work. That sounds tiring.
No, it's not that much work.
I mean,
It's easy.
see, John, like, I've asked him if he ever had a threesome, and he said he got too drunk and fell asleep. I don't think that's true. I think he's just saying that to make me feel better about life, but
Yeah, threesomes were cool. Before I had one, I always wanted it.
yeah.
And then after I had it, it's like, all right, if it doesn't happen again, I'm cool.
Has it happened again?
It's just the first one?
Uh-huh.
No. Almost, but like I said, I always was wondering, like, what is it like? But now that I've had it, if it doesn't happen again, it doesn't matter.
It just seems like too much everything. It's like more fingers than need to be there, more hand. No.
You never had one?
No.
Uh,
No.
See, you're a woman. I don't know if women dream of those things.
Oh, some of them do. I'm in a dick pic chat group,
Okay.
and these women and the shit they say, fuck.
What type of stuff do they say?
Like, there'll be pictures of a dick, and they're like, oh my God, I want to ride that, and oh my God. And then some of them will be like, oh my God, I had a threesome last night with our neighbors. And I'm like, what the
God damn.
Oh, yeah.
The neighbors.
I mean, I guess, like, you know that you're always going to be able to borrow milk from them. You're like, oh, we're good with the neighbors.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny.
we need eggs, we're good. Might have to go suck them off, but it'll be okay.
It'll
Like,
be all right.
I'll be right back. Yeah, these women are crazy. And the dicks. And then they'll, like, post, like, videos of them having sex with, like, strippers. And I'm like, shit.
Oh, shit.
Because what happened was I got put in this group. And, like, all these dicks started coming up. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote, I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. And the lady's like, oh my God, you're the wrong Joy Eileen. I was like, oh. And she's like, if you want me to take you out, I will. And I'm like, well,
She's like, no, you can keep sending me them dicks.
I was like, I don't want to look like a prude, so I stated it. And I have no girlfriend, so I showed John the dicks. I'm like, John, look at this one.
How do you feel?
He laughs. He was like, what the fuck? Well, because he's stuck. He knew when he married me, he knew he was marrying a crazy person. So
Yeah, that's good.
I'm like, look at this dick. And he's like, oh my God, Joy.
It's hilarious.
I'm like, I don't want friends. I don't like friends. I'd rather just have you and the kids and the dogs and then just torture people and massage them with lotion and then make them talk to me.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, this is tough. I'm trying to keep a straight face when your elbows and hands in my back.
I don't think I've used elbows yet.
Well, shit, it felt like it.
Well, according to Steve Easy, I have a lot of elbow in my palm. Because he's like, is that your elbow? And I was like, no, it's my palm. And then I like put my elbow in him and he's like, oh, don't do that again.
Oh, man. Yeah, see, I try to be tough. But
You're doing it. You're doing well. Like, you made it. Is there anything you want to plug?
As far as what?
I don't know, social media.
Oh, yeah.
Any shows?
Social media? Yeah, I'm on Instagram. It's Mr. Darius Bennet. It's MrDarius Bennett, Bennett. And I think I'm on Facebook. It's the same thing. And I'm on Twitter. My Twitter is Sir. Yep. Sir, SIR. Dario, DARIO. Bennett. Sir Dario Bennett.
How long have you had that Twitter handle?
Shit. Since I couldn't remember my Mr. Darius Bennet handle. So, a couple of years.
Has anybody ever said anything to you about, like, Pride and Prejudice?
No.
Okay, because they're the Bennett sisters.
Oh, yeah, I never heard of it.
Yeah, and our last name is Barnett, so I'm like, huh, it's close.
Yeah, I heard you say that earlier.
Yeah.
Barnett.
Barnett.
I know some Barnetts.
And then before that, I was a Simpson.
Simpson?
Mm-hmm. I keep telling Brian Simpson that we're cousins.
Yeah. What
And
did he
he's
say?
like, no, we're not. I'm like, what, you don't want crazy in your family? He's like, no. I'm like, we're related.
Might be. Down the line.
All right, you survived.
That was great.
Ta-da. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Okay.
I feel really good.
Pat you down, and then I'll leave the room, and you can get dressed.
Okay.
Ooh, you popped. All right. Take your time getting up.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, that shit hurt.